Hi, thanks for checking out another one of our videos. It's going to be hopefully a how-to test and repair video on a Stockmaster SM12000. This is a 12 output dual unit. This is actually a Power Wizard brand unit, just with private label, different sticker on the front basically, but the innards are all Power Wizard related. So that's what this one is. We're going to go through it and take a look at it. So if you'd like to follow along, watch this video, if you got one of these things, you want to send it to us, welcome to do that. If you got a fence charger of any brand, any model style, old style, new style, we work on all of them. So send it on in here and we'll take a look at it for you. So you also work on cattle scale and low bars for mostly Gallagher and True Test, but we're working about any of them really. But those are two brands we get them mostly. But if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, we'd appreciate that. Hit that thumbs up button. That helps the channel out more than anything. Helps us get our name out there. It tells YouTube that we're a good channel, good stuff, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not even going to plug it in yet. I'm going to go ahead and just take the case apart. This has got just some regular Phillips screws in the back here. We're going to buzz these out of here. Flip it over. Okay, this has been worked on us before, but it's got an old address on there. So, been a while since we've had this one in. We got in. Alright, so got in for repair at some point in time, who knows, 3-4 years ago, 5 years ago, whenever we had that old address. But let's, before we plug it in, I'm going to test a few things out. Just the common things that. I'm going to check the capacitor first, since that's the easiest. This particular one is a 80 microfarad capacitor. Excuse me. Alright, so there's no polarity to it. So we're going to go across from here to here. Should be 80. I mean 82. So that's fine. Plug it back on there. Alright, let's plug this thing in here real quick and let's just see what it does initially. What should happen, should kind of click along, and this little red light right here should flash. So let's see what it does. Alright, it's flashing, but it's not clicking. So what the hell's causing that? So capacitor is fine. So it's either the board issue or the primer, the transformer is going out. Let's pull this board up. If it wasn't coming on at all, then I'd maybe check the fuses. But since it does come on, the fuse is not our problem because it is powering up. Alright, so I'm going to check this diode right up here, top there real quick. That's kind of protection piece. They use it in here, and sometimes it'll go bad. Alright, diodes. That diode's bad. That's part of our problem. So issues with the board. Let's unplug the transformer. 2 wires on it. Alright, then we're going to ohm it out. I don't care about the output side, just want to check the input side. The transformer should be 0 to 1 ohm. And like I said, there's no polarity. Ohms doesn't have a polarity. So we're going to test across there. 0.2. So transformer is fine. So our issue is the board at this time. That's what's keeping us from clicking along here. So let's what I'm going to do first, I'm going to unplug capacitor, get that out of the way. I'm going to snip that diode out. I'm going to snip it right out of circuit. And I'm going to use these 2 points right there to solder to. So I get another one of those diodes. Something likely caused that diode to go bad. on the fence or the ground or the power cord or something like that. So if something caused it, didn't just do that on its own. So I'm going to snip off some of this. I don't need all of it. And then we're going to use this third hand helper thing here to hold things for me. Add a little solder to here. Add a little solder to here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some solder to this little wire, or this lead, leftover lead that's sitting in here. This is going to be where I'm going to fuse the Alright, so this does go in there a certain way, so let me get some solder back on this iron here. And we're going to fuse the two together. Wait for it to cool down and harden. This is a double-sided board soldered on both top side and back side, so it's a real pain to get all the solder off. At least I had trouble with it, and I think this is just saving some time. Maybe, I don't know, but I like doing it this way. Okay, so let's plug the transformer back on. The capacitor wires, we're going to bring them underneath the board, back to the front side. Like I said, these don't have a polarity. It doesn't matter which wire the capacitor goes where, as long as it's on the right tabs that correspond to the capacitor. Alright, now we're going to set that board back down inside here. A little slot that it goes in. Alright, let's plug it in, and it may do the same thing. It may go to work. If it doesn't, if it goes to working, hey, we're done. If it doesn't, the same thing, we got more issues with the board, and I can tell what's wrong. Same thing. Yeah. It's only flashing, so we've got more issues than just a bad dial, but that was a cheap way out. Let's you don't have any more? Maybe just a few might look out. Alright, let's pull this board up, and we'll see if I got another board for it. Alright, here's the new board for it. So we'll take this board and we're going to install it into this one. We'll go ahead and plug all the wires again. This has also got a high-low switch for, or half power, full power switch on it, so we'll unplug those wires. I'm going to keep the fuses because other brands use the same size fuse, so we're going to pop them out. We'll let it run for a little bit in case that little PT shut-off switch goes out. There's the old board. Alright, just gonna set this aside for now. Alright, so now we can just take everything and put it right back on the way it came off. So we'll put wire there, the wire come on there. Capacitor, we'll go and plug that on. The transformer, we're going to plug that on. Then we got that half power, full power switch. We'll go ahead and plug those wires on. Going on here. Yeah. Alright, so now we'll put the wires back down a little cubby hole. One other thing I don't know yet is if that transformer is 100% good until we Alright, let's plug it in. We've got it on full power. There it goes. Clicking right along. Lights flashing. Doing its thing. Alright, we'll go ahead and we'll put fence tester. Getting about 7,000 volts out of it. So 7,000 volt at 12 joules is a pretty hot charger. Now customer must have lost their knobs at some point in time. They got these nuts right here. I'm going to go ahead and take these nuts off. I'm going to put new knobs on there. Probably send these back with it just for them to have, but what if they don't have a socket wrench with them or whatever they're using to tighten these up with? Be nice to have the knobs on. I think I've got some knobs here we can put on there. Well, whole thing's spinning. Okay, so we gotta get that knob back off here. Gotta get this washer out of the way. right inside here, but we got to get, whoops, we got to get the head of the bolt, we got to get that straight first, where it needs to go. Alright, then we'll go on here, grab the nut and tighten her up. And put the washer back on. Yeah, this smaller one in there, I guess to smash the wire between it. And then black knob. Yeah, see now it tightens and it doesn't spin no more. So that one's fine too. Alright, this unit's done. So we're going to put it back together. We'll get it boxed up, ship it back to the customer, and move on to the next one. So if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, we'd appreciate that. If you want to hit the thumbs up button, appreciate that as well. If you'd like to send us something for us to work on, be happy to take a look at it for you. It's a free estimate. We're a small mom-pop shop. We just work in a little two-car garage behind the house here, and we get units from all over the United States. Send us repairs, and we fix them, hopefully, and ship them back to the customer ready to go. So there's information. fencerfixer.com is our website, and cattlescalerepair.com is our other website for the scale stuff. And until next time, we'll see you later on.